lads, Matty G. We're back early on Calmsden Farm. A good, I would say, 14 hours ahead of schedule. We will be still having a stream late this evening on the time slotted for it. But I'm on here for multiple reasons. Two, I've just been able to get back on after a disastrous evening. And the other one, basically, I've had a little issue. I had the black screen of death for any Xbox user. It's a bit like the old red eye, red ring. Turn on your computer and it's just black. Sound, but nothing. Freak the hell out of me. Been troubleshooting it for hours on end, and I mean hours on end. Everything I read, none of them's quite the same as mine. See, I had sound, just black screen. And I was speaking to a gentleman on an Microsoft Xbox expert. So they say they are. And going through all the troubleshooting bits with them. And trying to say to I've got the S version of the series, so I've got no eject button, so I can't do the things it was telling me to do. Then it told me to check this, and check that, and check that. Plug it into another TV. Obviously, I couldn't do that because my children are asleep. If the only other TVs in the house are in their rooms. I thought, well, what I could do is prove that it's not my HDMI by putting HDMI in my Skybox and putting my Sky on. Yeah, the same thing happened. Blank screen, just sound. Oh. I put the Sky one back in. I took it out and thought, oh, it is HDMI now. So just, before I messaged him back saying, oh, he was right, I thought, put that back round the right way. Still black screen with sound. So then I checked the DVD player. Black screen. Sound. I checked the old Xbox that was plugged in as well. Without touching any of the wires. Black screen with sound. It's a damn telly. None of the HDMI sockets are working. So this Microsoft expert then took me through how to basically hard start my TV and explain to me what's happened is because it's a smart TV, it's done its own download. That download was either interrupted or it caused a power surge through the sockets that it's connected to, and it was too much. And instead of, it wasn't enough to trip the electrics and turn it all off, but it was enough that it caused a problem internally. Long story short, got it working again finally after hours. But the funny side of it, obviously I'm struggling to say funny side because it really upset me, but really annoyed me. But the funny side of it is my TV is a Sony smart TV. A Sony, as in PlayStation Sony, right? And the person who fixed it at the end of the day, the one who talked me through it, so the person who fixed it was a Microsoft Xbox expert. So, I mean, speaks volumes in some respects. But anyway, we're here on Calmsden again. We're going to try and keep this one a little sweet and short. We are in October. There is rain due, and we are going to try and get some grass cutting done. We're obviously not going to get everything done today. I'm going to take the old John Deere. It's probably got the most hours on it. Definitely needs a good paint job when we got some money. I got some updated news with the missus. Up until early this morning, she was still mad at me for the fiasco at the church. So, I have to make it up to her. I'm now in her good graces because I booked us a holiday. It's going to be in the winter. We're going to America. That's it. We're going to go for a little trip to America. 7-day trip. 5 days for me and her. Wherever she wants to do, wherever she wants to go. We've got a couple of place destinations on the map. And then 2 days we have, well, say I have. She's got a 2-day spa retreat in New York. Ooh, nice for her. Myself, I'm going to see a friend. His name is Bobo. Yeah, we still have Frank here, we still have Dave here, but Bobo has moved to America. He's bought a little farmstead there. We're going to go have a little look at it. Spend a couple of days saying hello, seeing how he's getting on, having a chin wag, seeing where he lives. So apparently it's a place called Elms Creek. Yeah, so yeah, we could pop there down there for a day. So I'll take the vlogs with me, as they say. I'll document it. We'll make a short video out of it. It'll be in amongst the Calmsden video files. Who knows? We might enjoy it. Might learn a few things or two. Is it really go big or go home in America? Who knows? Silage bales, they're kind of in the way there, aren't they? They're alright. We're not going to plan on going too far, too close. It's not going to be a perfect cut today. Not going to be a perfect cut. I must admit, I really do like this batwing mower. That's what the terminology everyone uses for it. It is, it's nippy. It's not overly expensive, obviously. It's not overly large either. It doesn't require too much to pull around. We obviously made that decision last time that we're not going to be using the big windrower this time. That did cause some big swaths. I'm not saying that the swaths were the reason that we couldn't bale it up so easily or quickly, because maybe they weren't. But there is a new piece of equipment out and about that we are going to rent and give it a go. It is called the Lizard 90, P90. R90, something like that. It's a rake. It's basically a windrower, but this one can go on the front of a tractor, so that makes it a very interesting piece of equipment to use. As it goes on the front, we can bale behind, which will be very interesting. And if anyone tells you baling from behind whilst you're windrowing is going to make the job so much easier and quicker. Just drive around where the swaths are. Well, not even the swaths. Just drive around where everything is. Makes everything a lot easier. Especially when you can't seem to get the hang of some of your equipment. Backing this up, it's so fast compared to others. You're just not ready for the quickness of its turnaround, which is a really nice problem to have, don't get me wrong. I've had this same tractor on a previous farm that I worked on. I had the two-wheel assist at the front. That really does make a big difference. It's definitely got a better pull power, but its turn ratio is horrible, whereas this one's really nippy on its turn. Wrong button. So yeah, hopefully we can get a load of this done. Whilst Dave's doing that, we can pop into the mods here. So we got, where is it? Windrowers. We scroll right to the end, you'll see it here. R90, I told you. Here it is. It attaches to the front. It swafts it in, and you can pick it up with a baler underneath. And the best part about it is it's 20 HP. So pretty much you can put that with anything. You're alright, you're good to go. Yes, there is one where you have the baler already attached to one of these and you pull the both pair along. But the HP for that, the horsepower required, is about 250. So this will help out a lot more steadier farmers. I don't know if that's the right word. But we have a red baler. There we go, red and yellow, I think. It is £2,000 to lease. A windrower would cost us the same, so that's not a big issue. So we'll lease that. Apparently Dave's getting stuck in the bushes. Come on, Dave, don't you causing too many problems. There we go. Alright, so jump over to the Massey's got a smaller engine. We should really use the John Deere for it. Yeah, we're going to use the Massey for now. Let's bring it over and swap over with the John Deere at a later point. We're going to try and, even if we don't finish this particular vlog today, or you might be seeing this vlog over the same October, over two lots of vlogs. It depends on, I'm reversing up a road. Why am I reversing? As I say, it's been a long night. The mind's not in it. Here we go. So you might see this over 2 episodes. This is episode 8.5. 0.5 because it wasn't, or is never intended to be a full couple of hours episode at all. And I don't know if I've got a front attachment on this actually. I have, good. I'm going to fold that up so it's easy to travel. Got our auto bale loader there that we purchased. I think we purchased it on the sales. Definitely losing cash. Down to just a couple of hundred nicker. We've got lots of things we can make money on at the minute. Wrong piece of equipment. I want to attack that one. There we go. We're going to head down to the field, get some more bales rolled up. I hope we're not rolling them up, wrapped up. It's all going to be sold this winter. We'll sell as much as we can before holiday. And if anything left over afterwards. It'd be nice to leave something, a little nest egg to come home to. The chances are I'll only spend it if we don't. Oh. Back up, back up. You're missing so much. I don't know what we're going to do with that, guys. Until done. That's all turned on. hold that one. You can't turn it on yet. Lower it. Can I lower it? I can lower it. As soon as it's ground, turn that on. There we go. There you go. You see it working in action. So about 6 miles, 5 miles an hour. Is its working speed, sometimes 4, fluctuates. And considering we were getting 3/4 with just the baler, and now we're windrowing at the same time, I think that's a bit of an improvement. And I think we might even be able to hire an AI worker. So we could possibly get even Frank doing something like this. It would be something worth testing out, but we're doing it for now. I do like this new method. It is very, very beneficial. So I'm going to pick up those last bits here. Whoops. I think I just raised them by mistake, didn't I? Oh dear. Let's lower them back down. There we go. I think I did that right. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, these new bales here, they'll just be added to the collection there. It's not going to be a bad haul. There's a fair amount of bales there. We're kind of hoping just for enough bales so we can pay off any debts and possibly get a truck. The missus is after something. Hopefully not a sports car. I wouldn't mind a sports car, but I just wouldn't trust myself down our country lanes that we got round this way. It's one of the downsides to having a farm in rural UK. We do have a fair few of accidents, not caused by us, obviously. Young hooligans. A little update for you. The actual Calmsden farm down on the road, as you know, is put up for sale. Now, from what I gathered, it is being split. 2 farms. It's being split into 2 farms now, sold separately. It's a bit of a shame, but I can see the benefit to the seller, and I can obviously see the benefit to the buyer. Or buyers, you know, cheaper to buy half and half than it is one full farm. I think someone has made an offer on the cow farm, which is sort of just in front of us, over a field or 2 away. So yeah, new neighbours. That'll please the missus. She's always saying we need fresh blood round here. That, and I think Maggie from the post office is starting to wind her up a little bit. There's no one her age really that she can really spend time with. I mean, there's a couple of them. They've got a book club. It's not really my missus scene. telling her she should get a hobby. She keeps using choice words back at me. That'd make the Pope blush. Let's see if we can get this last little bit in here as well. Back up before that gets wrapped. Can we back up before that gets wrapped? Very optimistically. It's not moving. There we go. Yes, we could. So we can pick any of that up. Nope, completely missed it. I'm going to try and line up for this one. And missed it horribly. It's fine, it's fine. It's not got to be a perfect cut this time round. What's the batwing guy doing? Has he stopped? Yes, I'm going to have to jump over. What is he playing? He's crashed into them. Dave? What the hell did you do that for? I put a borderline here for you. You didn't need to go up there. Stupid man. Alright, away you go. Lift lower. It's about the baler. Is that turned on? Turn on baler. Oh, I've done it again. There we go. I fixed it eventually. I was hoping to be a bit further along here. That really slowed me up with that. It's a shame. So yeah, the plan was tonight. We were going to set up a second series, or at least start a setup of a second series for a more storyline roleplay basis. And we were looking into possibly doing large streams and then downloading and editing them on software, so the videos could be nicely presented for YouTube. But obviously all that went out the window big time, thanks to Sony. Typical. But it does highlight some interesting issues Sony have been having, and he's done it again. Oh my goodness. What is Dave playing at? He's just ploughed straight into them. I made that all pretty, and you just destroyed it. Away you go. No more of that. You shouldn't get anything else in your way. Alright, let's line this one up. And away we go. I'm not doing so bad today. Bear in mind that this Massey does 190 on its horsepower, and it's got a 150 baler on, and a 20, so it's 170. So it's pushing it to its, yeah, it's pushing it. It is pushing it. Plus you've got the weight. You've got to remember the weight is pushing a rake. Half a ton, I think that was. At least a ton and a half baler behind it. I did get a comment from my previous videos when we did the previous set of baling. I got a message via Facebook wondering why I chose black as the bale wrapper. The answer to that, if anyone else is interested, because I've already given an answer myself, it's quite simple. I like the idea of it. Quite often I've had blue or pink. I try to avoid the white. It's very standard. Everyone uses white. Seems pointless using white, to be honest. Seems silly in some respects. Just don't see the point in using white. Is that alright? No, but the black ones they do stand out a bit better. Definitely won't miss them in the field. Whereas the white ones everyone uses, and then when you use subtle colours like the pink, sometimes it just doesn't really even look that pink. The blue one doesn't really look that blue. Where the black ones stand out very proudly. So yeah, they're much easier to see. I think we shall make a fair bit of money off this silage. Just adjusting my mic. So at one of the end of my coverings for the headphones has come loose, quite loose actually. Occasionally you have to give it a gentle persuasive nudge back into place. Oh, we're down to 60 quid. Has Dave stopped? No, it's still going. Well, I might have to... 60 quid. Oh. Now, let's see what we got on the old bank loan. Let's borrow 5 grand. There we go. I'll get enough to give him his wage for this month. Now, please, no one quote me on this. But, when it comes to paying wages out to AIs, I hear a lot of people complain about it. Very, very high. Whilst it is high, and I don't know if this is the case, but it would seem, considering everything else in the new Calmsden 22, everything's based over a monthly period. So if you're on 1 day month, he's not just working the first hour he works, it's not technically an hour, it would be 30 hours, or roughly. If we go on the basis of 30-day months, then it would be 30 hours. 1 hour is 30 hours, because he's doing it every day. You're doing it all in 1 day, 1 month, so he gets 1 month's worth of 1 hour. Yeah? That makes sense? I don't know if that's a fact. It'd be interesting if anyone's done a YouTube video on something like that. But when you think of it that way, I think that the worker fees work out pretty fair then. Yeah, you pay them a couple of £100 for an hour, when in theory you're paying them for 30 hours for that. It's a week's worth of wages. So you're paying basically, in essence, a week wage every hour they work. On 1 day month. I mean, if you do a 5 day month and you're still paying the same amount per hour, then I'd say, yeah, it sounds like there's a bit of an issue there. Because I don't think it's like that, or at least it's not meant to be anyway. It sounds right the way I'm probably explaining it so awfully. Here comes the rain. You can hear it. You can see the odd drip. see the odd dribble drabble. Yeah, it's definitely a shower. We've got half a field done. Let's check the weather. It is going to rain until about 1 o'clock. An hour's time. That sounds like a storm, doesn't it? Cool, that was a loud bit of crack of thunder and lightning. Ooh, thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. Do you know what? I remember watching Ted for the first time, the old Thunder Buddies. I can't remember the song. Any of you remember the song? You put the lyrics down. Send us a message. We have a little issue with the chat last couple of mini streams that we're doing. We've set up a new overlay. So for overlays, you can view it on a desktop PC or a laptop open screen. From what I can gather, you don't get it on a mobile, and you can't get it on a tablet. It doesn't play on a on a computer, as in a console, either. And definitely not on a mobile. I think I might have already said that one. So yeah, I mean, if you can get it, if you can watch it on a PC, do. I don't think they're available. They're not recorded like that, so you won't see them as a recording. Anyone who thinks they would, I don't know why you think you would, but it wouldn't make sense, would it? To do, you do recordings and see overlays that are meant to be live. It does sound a bit iffy. Right, so we're going to test this worker out theory. It does fill up and it is emptying with a worker. That is amazing. We've just tested theory and it works. So, I mean, maybe that's something I could have added into the review that I did on the rake earlier on today. That video is out on Twitch. And should be released within the next 24 hours on YouTube. So bear that in mind. For all of you who may be watching on YouTube on any of the Calmsden series or any of the stuff, it's on Twitch straight away because with live streaming it's automatically public. It's then, at the moment, it's then exported to YouTube and then scheduled for normally 12 hours or something like that. So you'll get a shot at it basically. YouTube's a little tricky because obviously you can't edit these videos in the way that you're used to yet, or I can't do it yet. It's something that I will be learning in time. First off, I'll need to get a proper PC to do it, so that will take some time to get. A family of 5. That's 5 kids, not including me and the missus. With me and the missus is basically a family of 20. We like our food. We don't overeat or anything. Just we like good quality food. And the missus loves a takeaway on a weekend. Much to my bank account's dismay. And much to my dismay, actually. I do prefer home-cooked food. I suppose that anyone who really wishes to live that sort of lifestyle does. A big swig of drink and dry throat. There's a lot of bales. I didn't think it would get this much bales again. And remember, we're not even rolling. We're not treating this grass. We're not doing anything to it apart from cutting it when it's ready. So yeah, I think it's a really good yield that we keep getting from this field. And the fact that it works, this is brilliant. I mean, if you've got some really good square fields, a bit like some of the ones you get on Elm Creek, you just stick your mower on the go, get it to do once or twice up and down, and then stick this thing up behind it. 2 workers would have a field done in no time. Just sit back and relax. We're not going to get every nook and cranny of this field. He's going up and down. He'll probably stop shortly, I'd imagine. Yeah, he'll probably stop shortly. And we're not going to get him to go over any of it. We're just going to pick up what's been cut and go with that. That's all we're doing tonight. In fact, we'll tab over to the old mower. We can do some mowing. Mowing's fun. I mean, in theory, and it is in theory because I'm not a farmer by trade at all, so I couldn't really tell you. But as a theory, surely wet grass baled into silage wrappers would create the silage bale faster. You're just waiting for it to ferment, basically rot. And making it wet, surely, I mean, even dry grass, if you wrap it, it's going to create dampness. Anyone's cut their own grass with a box mower, don't know that. So surely doing it in the rain ain't going to hurt, he says optimistically. I mean, I could be wrong. I'd like to run my own farm and be an actual farmer. I'd quite enjoy the lifestyle. I'll certainly lose some weight. I mean, I'm not one for all these gyms and, you know, all that rubbish. I can't see the point in spending, you know, 4 hours of your day or more down a gym. That's not entertainment. It's not, I mean, yeah, physically that may be healthy, but mentally that ain't healthy. If you're one of these people that have some sort of social life with the gym, fair enough, but I'd rather be on here with you guys, or down a pub having a pint. Hell, just spending some time with the kids. I don't get the obsession with people in gyms. I don't. Fair play to the people that stick it out, you know, especially if they like having all those sort of body attributes you get with those sort of things. Fair play to them. Not gonna knock you for that. It's your choice, and you know, you do you. For me, no. Do I exercise? It's a question I do get asked. You know, you're a big lad. Do you exercise? I get exercise. Yeah. I mean, my job's quite physical. Delivering shopping to people. It's not like an Amazon driver where you just sort of drop off boxes. So we're talking quite a lot of weight in crates, up and down stairs, lifts, and not always available in flats. So it's up and down 3 or 4 flights of steps. Quite knackering, quite tiring. But yeah, I class that as a bit of my daily exercise. Do I do any other sort of exercises? Probably no. Should I? Probably yes. I used to go for nice walks. I do love a woodland walk, and I'm quite happy to do walking on my own. Generally, I grew up in a small village, and when I needed to lose weight, I just went for daily walks. You know, especially when I was in between jobs or out of work, or no, before I had kids, obviously, and a missus. This weekend, just go up in the woods, wander for a walk in the woods, grab a stick, walk, sit down, chill out. The back one, even when I smoked, used to do it, sit down, have a fag. I mean, when I didn't smoke and was doing it, I used to just sit down and have a look on the phone, go through some play music. Used to sing, yes, did that as well while I was walking. Yeah, just general things to keep your mind occupied while you're walking. But I enjoyed the actual walking part of it. You know, and it works. Walking is probably the best method of losing weight anyway. Nowadays, I'm in a large town environment, and the only woodlands is really driving distance, not walking distance away. And then even if you do that, because I did do it for a period, it's nice at first, but it's just so many dog walkers and general busybodies, if you like. Something's gone wrong. Is it me? Stuck on a bale. Oh dear. If I lift that, can I get traction? I am really stuck on that bale. How did I not know that? Come on, get off that bale. Right. And baler's not on. Ah, dear, oh dear, I'm making a mess of it. Turn on baler. You should be able to get most of this stuff if it's subtle enough. Quick. Wrap it. There we go. So yeah, this is probably not the tidiest one I've ever done. It certainly is a quicker way of doing it. That's for dead certain. We've got quite a fair few bales again. It's always nice to see. I'm just going to let Dave carry on there for a minute. And get the mower taken back and go get the baler, oh god, what's it called? The auto baler. There we go. I do love the sounds the rain makes on the tractor cabs. It's quite a comforting sound. There we are, let's turn in. I think we're going to be doing some cosmetic changes when we've got some money. Upgrade our, or change, at least change our greenhouses to something different. If anyone hasn't seen, we've done a mod review on the new manure fertilizer greenhouses. It's not the greatest of mod reviews. It's you know, it is what it is. But if you are wishing to see a really good version of that, I may suggest go see Mr. Sealy P. explains it really well, and unlike myself, he doesn't muck up whilst he's doing it. Or, well, at least he doesn't forget to do a simple thing like water one of the greenhouses. And he probably would have got this in first time. But there you go. We'll learn something new every day. And I'd say this first, couple of months is just complete learning curve. And then after that it's going to be training / learning on something else. I watched DJ Goham's 4-year anniversary show the other night. Watching him slating his first ever attempts. He was slating himself about his first ever attempts. And I'm watching him, and I can see a lot of comparison between myself and other small YouTubers that have not long started, and other Twitch streamers that have got very, very small followings. And I think the difference between sort of everyone else and what he did is most people give up. You know, most people give up after a while. They go, oh, I'm not getting the followers, I'm not getting this. Those people, the reason they give up is not because of the followers. It's because they're doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, don't get me wrong, if someone does want to, you know, over time give me X amount of money in donations and things, it's great. It'll help grow the channel. It will get, you know, new microphones, etc., for the channels to help it grow, new media platform to edit videos, etc. But that's not what it's about. The reason I do it, probably the same reason that DJ does it, the same reason Daggerwin and Mr. CDP and Clutch. The money's a secondary thing. They did it because it was their passion, and they wanted to share that with other people. You know, and now, thanks to the money side of it, they can they can concentrate more on just this because they haven't. You know, they can play more. You know, yeah, I suppose it is a bit of a work for them now. But again, they enjoy it. And where did that bale go? Has that really gone through to the other side? Is there no wall there? Huh, there isn't. There's no boundary there. Nice to know that. I thought that was walled. Anyway, let's go pick these up. See how many we got. I say pick them up. They're all going in one place down the bottom there for now. And a big mess. We'll figure out how to get that one down there later. See, I've still got a load here that I didn't do. Forgot about this corner. It's alright, we can pick that up anytime. It's not overly a priority. And obviously now we don't have the glitch anymore where the bales get stuck in the the buy mods and equipment page like they used to. Transport so it doesn't pick them up. Let's see if we can just fit them here on the end. Unload bales. Whoops. Unload bales. Go. And reset. And then operating position now, we're away from that. There we go. So although we did get 24, a couple of them, a few of them probably were from the last lot that were just falling down and in the way. It's not going to be a true accurate reading of what we get, but definitely be a nice view. Definitely going to make a nice few pretty pennies of all of this come sale time. It'll take 2 or 3 months for it to ferment, and the best time for selling it is going to be the winter ones anyway. Did I get that bale from there? No. Let's get this one. Should be able to sneak past it. Do you know what? Again, I think we've got a lot more bales than I thought we were going to have. A lot more. A hell of a lot more. So this should be the last cut of this year. Well, I'd say the calendar year. I don't want to do that. Come on, bale. Get out of the way. There we go. Alright, don't do that. I just got rid of you. How are you now back? That transport mode. Yeah, we can check to see how many bales we actually did on one of the screens. I don't remember which one it is. Break. Right. Unload bales. Wrong way. Oh! Oh, well, I'll just unload them there. Wasn't meant to go down that way. Oh dear. There's definitely plenty of bales though. We should make a mint. A serious mint. Oh, I didn't change it into operating mode, did I? Come on, click that one. Lovely. You always got to remember to change those systems on it. I think the bale autoloaders are brilliant. They're so simple to use. And I can't wait to start using the Phoenix for the pallets. I'm going to have to buy one first, I guess. Mind you, I mean, if the update for the TLX 2020 comes out before we get a chance to get one of the Phoenixes, because they are a bit pricey, the chances are we'll get the 2020. Mostly because the vehicle's cheaper. The 2020 is coming with the box sit mod that he'll be doing. That's 82 Studio. And the box sit mod allows up to, I believe it's 24 pallets inside it. And then you can also have a special trailer or back piece, if you like, to your 2020 that will what's the word I'm looking for? That will be good as well. So you'll have multiple auto loads in essence, because you can tow them as well. I think that's pretty nifty, if I do say so myself, young man. Right, there we go. Just drop that there. They can sit there. Let's go get these boys back to the farm. Our John Deere. Oh, the paint's even wearing on the inside now. Oh, we have to spend some money on this one in the summer. Winter. I keep saying summer today. You know what it is? In the UK, we had our first real full day of sunshine. And it's gone to our heads. So, oh, look, the summer's coming. Problem is, the night time came. When the sun went away, the temperature dropped so quickly that there was frost starting to appear on some cars. And this is about 9 PM at night. And everyone's gone, oh God, the freeze is back on. It's like, really? Not that bad. I should know, I was out in it all night. It was cold, don't get me wrong. It was a bit of a cold shock to the system. But it wasn't as cold as they were making it out it was. Hold the baler. Fold the windrow up. Not worried about any more for now. There should be more than that, shouldn't it? Can I go this way? Oh, there we go. I wondered why it was so low. Right. Let's go down to... Yeah, it's just the windrower that was on lease. Yeah, I know we've missed a fair chunk here and there, but that'll keep in the field, and the grass will grow, and it will be available next time we cut. So it'll be a little Brucey bonus. If anyone's watched Gold Rush from the UK, US, I mean this is available everywhere. There was I think it was 4th season or something, where they were talking about Klondike King. What's his name? The Viking. Anyway, he was saying that at the end of the season, when they completely finish and are about to go home, they don't do one last clean up like everyone else. They leave it all in the sluice trays, and they clean it. They clean it when they first come back the following season. So they've got a bit of money in the bank, if you like, some gold in the bank to start with. That's what we're doing. That's all we're doing with the field. Just got a little bit there for next time. Bit of money in the bank, as they say. Well, for us, it's grass on the embankment. I like that, grass on the embankment. So yeah, they've got money in the bank, we've got grass on the embankment. That'll do. There we are. So pull that one there. Down. So yeah, the idea next soon is to get rid of these. Run down a bit more water. Get rid of these. Get rid of all the water taps and everything else. Get rid of all this. And then we're going to be putting one big mama jammer in there instead. That's the idea. So look at the honey quickly. Ooh, very nice. It is October. We shall go to quickly check the chicks. Oh, they've got loads of food still. Chickens have produced some eggs. Might have egg on toast tomorrow. Alright. Before we go, we will check the prices of things and sale times, etc. etc. So wheat we're not selling. Canola, that's one we want to check on. November. So next month, that ain't too bad. Oops. Eggs are always November. Silage. January. That's pretty much it. January. No, I'm looking for it can't see. Honey, 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 honey. It's on the up. It's on the up. February is the best time to sell honey. You can't really argue with those prices though. So that's it. Yeah, that was the 8.5 of Calmsden Farm. We got the grass cut, baled, and then hopefully that'll be fermented by January, and there's going to be a lot of selling over the course of the winter. We are scheduled to go on holiday in January, so probably be after that. So hopefully you'll be looking forward to that one. That should be around episode 9, 10, somewhere around there, I think. No, not 9, sorry. Yeah, we were about 10. Special. I don't know. We'll do something. Till next time. This is Matty G. Remember, if you're on YouTube, please like, follow and subscribe and hit the notification bell. On Twitch, please follow. Please follow. Join me in chat. I'd much appreciate that. And as always, if ever you see any of my videos, do comment. Have a chin wag. And we'll see you next time. Take care.